Hi everyone, this is going to be my most used makeup of 2019. I know this might be a little bit late. Everybody had this up before 2020 or like a day or so after, but I still want to get it up for you guys because I'm going to try my best to be more consistent on this channel. So grab a snack, get a drink. This is going to be a long video. All right guys, let's get started. I want to start with all of my prep products. That's like setting sprays, primers, eye primers, things like that. So I'm going to start with the face primers first. The most used face products of 2019 was the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. I love this primer. This is a new box, so you know it's coming into 2020. I love this. The next one is the Cover FX Gripping Primer. I love this primer. I use this and the Pore Minimizing together. It's like my perfect combo. I really like these two. All right, the next thing that I want to talk about are my eye primers, and my first primer is Urban Decay Eden Primer Potion. I love this. It makes my shadows crease proof and vibrant. So I loved it. I used it all 2019. I'm going to use it all 2020. I'm also loving the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. This actually does the exact same thing as that one does, but this is a little bit more smooth on my eye. I don't know. It creases a little bit more than the Eden, but it's smoother looking on my eye. So I like this too. And I used that all of 2019. All right, the next are setting sprays. And the first one I want to talk about is the MAC Fix Plus. This is in the coconut scent. You can't get this packaging anymore. I got like I'm not gonna lie to you, I got about 5 or 6 of these bad boys and I love it. But this is the last one, but they still make the coconut one. They just don't have this packaging. I'm keeping this packaging, and I'll probably just buy the original MAC Fix Plus and put it in this bottle. I love it. I used it all 2019. I can't say anything else about it. I'm gonna use it forever probably. The next one is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is empty. I like this, but I don't miss it. I probably will repurchase it, but I got another one. I got another setting spray that's new, and I'm gonna try that out and see if I like it. The next setting spray I want to talk about is the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray. I love this setting spray. This holds up in summer, y'all. Like, I have oily combination skin, and this keeps my makeup on and looking nice even after I blot. So I did purchase a new setting spray, but if that doesn't work, I'm going right back to this because this is the winner. That's all my prepping products. Now I want to move on to my brow products. The first brow product that I used for the majority of 2019 is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Dark Brown. I'm currently out of that, but I'm definitely going to repurchase it. I love it, and that's all I got to say. It's the perfect color. It's a perfect wear. The only thing is it runs out extremely fast. So that's the only downside of that brow pencil. The next one is the Benift Precisely My Brow pencil. I have the shade 4.5. I like the wear of this pencil. I like that there seems to be more product in the pencil, but I feel like I haven't found the perfect shade to my liking. I have it on right now. That's what I'm currently using, is this one. I have it on right now, like I said, but I don't know if I like the color. I'm not sold on it. I'm in the shade 4.5, and if you guys use this, what shade do you have? Because 5 was too dark. 4.5, it's not too dark, but it's not the right tone. So if y'all have any suggestions, please put it down in the comment section. Next thing for my brow really isn't a brow product, but it's the concealer that I use to carve out my brows, and that is the Tarte Shape Tape in Deep. This is the older one before they expanded their shade range. And like for me, I don't like this under my eye, but I do like it to carve out my brows, but it's almost gone. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase this or get something else for that, but I really enjoyed it. It's almost gone, so that's what I used 2019, but I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it in 2020. Y'all let me know what you like to use to carve out your brows. So that's all for brows. I'm going to move on to palettes, because in the order that I do my makeup is I prime, I do my brows, and then I do my eyeshadow. So I would have to say the most used palette of 2019, I had to pick one that was the most used. I have several here, but this is like the GOAT. And this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I love this palette, y'all. I travel with the palette. I used it all 2019. I'm probably going to use it in 2020 because I really like the formula. I love the colors. Like, what else do you need? I mean, it has so many colors. It has transition shades. It has shimmers. It has mattes. Has a bomb mirror on the other side. I like the packaging. I took this on vacation last year, and I'm probably going to take this same one on vacation in 2020. So I love this palette. I don't know why it's always going on sale. I don't know why it doesn't get that much love or praise, but I really, really, really love this palette, y'all. And I have a few palettes. The next palette I want to talk about is the Desi and Katie Friendcation palette. I love this palette. I use mostly the matte out of this palette, and my favorite shade is Necessary. Like, I use that as my transition color all the time. I love, love, love this palette. I love the formula, and I like the colors. Next one I don't really use on camera that much, but I do use it a lot in my everyday makeup routine, and that is the Viseart Neutral Mattes palette in number 1. I really use this a lot. It is a beautiful palette when I don't know what to do and I don't want anything too like in your face. I'll use this. I'll just mix a bunch of the colors, throw it in my crease, and go about my day. I really, really, really like this palette. The final palette I got later in 2019 in the summer. I'm wearing it today, and it's a palette that I just can't put down. And that is the Jackie Aina palette in collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I really, really like this palette. It is woman of color friendly, like there's no ash in this palette. I love this. Like I said, I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing Credit, Sponsored, Ginger, and Dollars. I love it. I don't have nothing else to say. I wear it all the time when I just want a neutral look. I'm normally wearing Ginger, Credit, and Soleil. So that's what I use on a day-to-day. If I want some color, I'll use that Wigglese, or I'll use Big Wig. I really, really, really enjoy this palette. I have a tutorial on my channel using it. I think I have like a story time and get ready with me, plus just another get ready with me eyes only using this palette. I really, really, really like it. The next eyeshadows that I want to tell you are not like big palettes, but I use them a lot. And I use my Makeup Forever curated palette. I will put the colors down below because you can't get the shadows that look like this anymore. They're squared, and I don't think that they have this red shade anymore, if I'm not mistaken. But if you have it and you want to dust it out, I'll put the color down below in the description box. But I love these shadows. I use them all fall long. I use them as shadows and blushes, so I had to mention these. The last eyeshadows that I used in 2019 is the Kaja Trio shadows. They're all shimmers. Mine is in Toasted Caramel. I have a Get Ready With Me using this, and I love it. Like, these are the shades. They have like a dark bronze, like a dark brown shimmer, a bronze, a gold, and like a champagne. And I really, really have been enjoying this. I use this mostly in the summer to give me that golden bronze goddess look. Love it. That's all for shadows. Let's move on to the face. The most used foundations of 2019, I have to start with my Lancôme, the Tint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation in 500 Suede W. I would have to say I use this in the winter going into spring of 2019. So I really enjoyed this, but to be honest with you, it's not my holy grail anymore. Like, this used to be my holy grail, but it isn't anymore. Like, I haven't reached for it in a minute, but I did use it a lot in 2019, so I had to put it in this video. The next one that I use mostly at the end of spring, beginning of summer, and I still like it, but my skin gets a little bit drier in the fall winter months, so I haven't really reached for it. But when summer rolls back around, honey, best believe I'm using this foundation. It is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. This will keep you matte. Matte, matte, matte. This is not going anywhere. This is like, if you get oily, this is not full coverage though. So this is not a full coverage foundation. I would have to say light to medium. But I still like it, because if you have oily skin, try this out. I'm in the shade Chai. I think I could go a shade deeper actually, but Chai is good. I really like the formula, y'all. If you have oily skin, but you don't need a lot of coverage, I would try this out. And the next foundation I got later in 2019, but I love it. I'm wearing it today, and it is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in Marquises. I believe that's how you say it. I love this foundation. I'm wearing it today. I've had it on since 2 o'clock. It's going on 12. I've only blotted a couple times, and I've cooked, I've cleaned, I've played with my kids. I have I'm filming now under these bright lights. I had to set up all this stuff. So I like it. It's glowy. I wouldn't say it's dewy, but it's glowy. I like it. I have oily combination skin. I would use this. In the summer, I mixed these two. Now that it's winter, I'm just wearing this and I'm okay. Like, I don't have to mix it with anything. So I really like this. Those are the 3 foundations that I wore mostly in 2019. Now let's move over to concealers. I have 3 concealers here. I want to start with the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. I love this concealer. I'm in the shade G Deep 2. I'm actually wearing it right now, and I really, really like it. I tried the foundation, but it just didn't agree with me, but I do love the concealer. Next is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I love this. I have to force myself to put this down to use other things, but I really, really, really like this. The only thing is, this is full coverage. This is like spackle. Okay, you got something you need to cover up? This is gonna do it for you. And I like lighter coverage, so sometimes you could see the disconnect. Like, I have light foundation and then this, and it's like, woo, concealer, but no foundation. So I think I'm going to get a deeper shade and use this to spot on my face just a little bit, and then use this one to go up under my eye. But I really, really like this formula. I can't say anything else about it. It says super coverage, and it's right. It is full super coverage. I love this. The next concealer that I want to mention is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in, I think I said Studio Fix. I'm sorry, I've been saying the wrong thing. I featured this in another video, and I think I put Studio Fix when it's the Pro Longwear Concealer. Whoopsies. So the next concealer I want to mention is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC50. I use this to color correct. I use this around my mouth and on dark spots when I want a fuller coverage. I'm wearing it today and I really, really like it. And that's what I use it for, not up under my eye, but mostly color correcting. So those are the concealers that were mostly used in 2019, and I'm using them now. Let's move on to powders. My first powder that I want to mention is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I love this powder. I will buy it to the end of time. I mean, I just haven't found a powder that compares to this one for the skin type that I have. I love it. I also have it in the medium deep as well, or deep. I believe it's medium deep, but I also have it in the medium deep. I love this powder. It doesn't get any better than this. The next powder that I want to mention is the Toofaced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, and I have it in the shade medium. This gives you like a soft set. It doesn't enhance any pores. It's almost like a filter up under your eye, and that's why I use it up under my eye to kind of finish everything out. Sometimes I mix it with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, or sometimes I just use it on its own, and I really, really like it. I'm wearing, I'm not wearing this today, but I'm wearing the translucent one, but I do wear this often. The next powder I want to talk about is the Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Powder. I'm in the shade Deep Ebony. I could go up a shade, but I like this if my foundation's a little too light. This kind of balances it out, and I really, really like it. I'm wearing that today as well. I'm definitely going to repurchase this, but as you see, I have a lot of product. So when it goes, I'll get another one. I actually think I have a backup because they said they were going to discontinue this, but then they didn't. So I already have a backup of this, and I love it. All right, the most used bronzers of 2019 is my Bobbi Brown Bronzing Powder in Deep 4. I love this. I have a backup. Yep, I have a backup. They said they were going to discontinue this. You can see I'm totally hitting pan. You can see this is well loved. I love this bronzer. I have a backup. I'll probably always have it if they don't get rid of it. I love it. That's all I can say is I love it, y'all. I love it. The next most used bronzer of 2019 is the Morphe Showmance Bronzer. I use this mostly in the spring, I believe, spring, summer, and I still like it. It's pretty. It has more like of a shimmer on this side and a matte on that side, and I really do enjoy it. I just got it out. Like, I had to like look at some of my looks, look at some favorites videos, and I used to wear the heck out of this. So I like it. There's no need to repurchase because I have a lot of product left, but I really, really like it. The next bronzer that I want to mention is the Full Spectrum Covergirl bronzer in Ebony. Y'all know this is the bronzer from the Queen collection, and they got rid of the Queen collection, but this is the same bronzer. This was the very first bronzer I ever had that worked for my skin tone, and I had one in my collection, but it was old and I wasn't about to put that on my face. I tried to find it on Amazon, but they were selling it for like triple the price. But then CoverGirl released their Full Spectrum line and brought it back. So I really like this. This is really red, and I use this mostly in the summer. I also use my Fenty bronzer in the summer, but I didn't use it that much. That's why it's not in this video, but I do like that as well. All right, up next are blushes. I got a few blushes this year. I got the Anastasia blushes. I got the Buxom blushes, and I hardly use them. I'm just gonna be honest. I use them in my stash for like a month, and then I never reached for them again. But my favorite formula of blushes is my MAC blushes. I love my MAC blushes. This is a double-sided palette from MAC. I don't have it filled up. There's like 2 empty spaces, but I'll tell you the blushes that I use the most. You could clearly see one I'm hitting pan on, and I think they discontinued this, but I saw it on the website and I bought 2. And it is the Sweet as Cocoa blush by MAC. Love that. I love raisin. That was the most, I always use sweet as cocoa, raisin. I normally use these two mixed, or I'll use raisin on its own. The next one, I have to switch sides. I'm also wearing raisin today mixed with, you probably think this is a little too light for me, but it actually shows up pretty well, and it's Melba. I love Melba. I think that's like the top selling blush is Melba. So I like Sweet as Cocoa, Raisin, and Melba, and those have been my most worn blushes of 2019, and it's 2020 and I'm clearly still wearing them, so I love it. And the next one I use for blushes and highlights, and I want to go ahead and mention it because I use the heck out of this thing. And I mean the heck out of this palette. It's the Sephora Collection Spice Market palette. If I'm doing a bit of traveling, I'll only take this because it has blushes, highlights, and a bronzer. But I mostly use this for this blush up here and these two highlighters. I love the highlights in here. I couldn't put this down for the longest. I had to make myself take it out of my everyday makeup basket because I was using it way too much. All right, the next highlighter that I used for most of 2019, and I'm wearing it today, is the Persona Cosmetics Del Mar highlighter. This is beautiful. I have it on right now, real light, and I feel like it doesn't enhance all the texture that I have on my skin. This gives me a nice subtle glow, and I love it. The next highlighter I'm going to mention is the MAC Glorify highlighter. They don't make this anymore, but I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful bronze goddess highlighter, and I use the heck out of this in the summertime. And I love it. I still love it. I'm going to use it till it's gone, and I'm going to be sad when it's gone because I don't know another color like this. If you guys know another color like this, please put it down in the comment section because I love it. Okay, I want to start with eyeliners. The first eyeliner I want to start with is the Sephora Collection Waterproof Crayon in Cocoa. I love this. It's a beautiful shimmering bronzy brown color. It's very warm. I love this pencil. I wore it a lot the beginning of 2019, and I kind of moved on to another brand, but it's like a similar color. And the next eyeliner that's brown that I want to mention is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliners in the shade Whiskey. I'm wearing this right now in the bottom lash line. I wore this in my last video, what I got for Christmas video. I also wore this on the top and bottom, so you could see the color payoff better in those videos. So check it out. I'll link it up above and down in the description box. The next eyeliner that I use is my Tom Ford liquid liner in Deeper. It's dual-ended and I love it. I put this in my last favorites video, I believe, when I just want a little flick or I want to hide my lash band to my lashes. So I really like this. And the next one is my Tarte Black Clay Pot, and it's like a gel eyeliner. It's just black. It's really dark matte black, and I enjoy this one. So that's all the liners that I used, and the mascaras that I used was the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I'm not going to repurchase this in 2020. It was good, but it wasn't great. I have a little bit left, and once I'm done with it, I'm not going to buy it again. The next one that I mostly use in 2019 is the Lancôme Is Your Big, and I already repurchased it. So I love it. It's a winner. Can't say anything else about it. The next thing are my lashes, and if y'all are not new, you already know the lashes that I love and that are near and dear to my heart are the Ardell Wispies. I love these lashes. I also wear the Ardell Demi Wispies. They're like my everyday go-to natural but a little bit glam lash. So I love these, and I can't say anything else other than I'm going to keep buying them as long as they keep making them. And the next lashes that I loved all 2019 is the Sephora collection hashtag lash story lashes. This is a set that I got for Christmas, but I don't know if they're gonna make the same ones. They changed the story, so they changed the lash, but they're almost kind of similar. They have a dramatic pair, they have a wispy pair, they have a doll eye one, and they have more of a like a glam pair. I really have enjoyed these lashes. I'm wearing the hashtag lash story lashes in ouch right now. I don't have a backup of them. I should have bought several pairs because I got a couple more wears out of these and then I'm gonna have to let them go. But I really enjoyed these lashes. And clearly, I got them in 2020, so if they keep making ones that I like, I'll probably keep purchasing them. The final category is lips, my favorite and most used lip products of 2019. My favorite liquid lipsticks are the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this formula. My most used out of this formula is Sepia and Ashton. I love those two. Love them. They were the most used, hands down. The next one is my Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. I have a ton of these, a ton. So I really can't narrow it down. This shade is Exorcism. I wore this quite a bit, and I'm still going to wear this quite a bit because I like this color in the winter months. So I love this, but I have Lolita, I have Bow and Arrow. I wear those a lot too. Those are more neutrals. So I like Outlaw, that's a red, and I love that formula. It's my second favorite liquid lipstick formula. My number one formula for liquid lipsticks now are the Dose of Colors. I love this formula. I have Knock on Wood, Chocolate Wasted, and Cork, and I wear them all the time. All the time. But out of the three, I would have to say I wear Chocolate Wasted and Cork the most. I use Knock on Wood as like a mixing medium to do like an ombre nude lip. Love these. Next, let's see. Regular lipsticks. My two favorite formulas of regular lipsticks are MAC and Charlotte Tilbury. I've been using a lot of my MAC lipsticks. A lot went bad, and I have a few. I really enjoy the formula, especially the mattes. And the color, I wear two colors a lot, and that is Diva and Ruby Woo, which Ruby Woo is like hell on your lips, but it's the most beautiful color. So I keep wearing it. I love it. I wore it a lot this holiday season, and I forgot to put it in my December favorites. But Ruby Woo, I wore a lot in December. In the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, I have Hepburn Honey, and I think I have Birkin Brown, but I wear Hepburn Honey the most. In my What I Got for Christmas video, I'm wearing this with a liner that I'm going to tell you I was wearing coming up next, but this is my all-time favorite nude lipstick. It's beautiful and I love it. And I have three glosses that I want to talk about. I have one more, but it's downstairs. I also want to mention this lip gloss that I haven't mentioned at all in any of my videos, but I'm wearing it a lot, and it's the Giorgio Armani Lip Lacquer in the shade 400. It is the most beautiful red lip gloss that I have ever seen. I love that. I'm wearing it in my What I Got for Christmas video. I have Outlaw by Kat Von D in that video, and that lip gloss on top, and I love it. I should have put it in my December favorites, but I just totally spaced because I keep that in my purse. That's why I don't have it here right now, but I will put a picture up above and put it down in my description box. So I love that. And the next glosses that I want to talk about are my Marc Jacob glosses. I have a mini one and a full-size one. The full-size one is Work It. I love to layer this with the Sepia liquid lipstick and MAC Chestnut lip liner. That's like my go-to cool tone nude lip. I always like to have a gloss on top. And the next Marc Jacobs gloss is in Sugar Sugar, and it's a mini. And I also like to put that on top of Hepburn Honey. I love this gloss. The next gloss I want to talk about is affordable. It's my Essence Shine Shine Wet Look Lip Gloss. It's a clear lip gloss and I love it. I was wearing this in my last haul video, the what I got her Christmas video. I'm wearing Hepburn Honey Chestnut Lip Liner. No, I'm not wearing chestnut. I'm wearing something else. And this lip gloss. And I love it. It gives a nice, shiny, wet look, just like the title says, a wet look. I love it. The next lip gloss I want to mention is something that I got later in the year, and it's coming with me in 2020, is the Fenty Gloss Bombs. This one is hot chocolate, and this always stays in my purse. I love this. I like this one and the fussy one. I don't have the original one, and I'm thinking about getting it. I hope she comes out with chocolate in a full size. Please, Rihanna, please come out. Please, fingers crossed that she comes out with this one in a full size because I love it. Here are all the lip liners that I used in 2019. If I'm wearing a lip liner, it's one of these. So let's start with the MAC ones. I have 3 by MAC that I use a lot in 2019. And the first one is Cork. I wear this with nudes that are way too light, but I don't want like a real dark line. This is like very subtle and I love it for that. And then the next one I wear with reds or deep wines, and that is Night Moth. I really, really enjoy this liner. I'm going to be wearing this a lot in the winter, so if you see me wear a dark lip, chances are I have this on with it. And then the one that I'm wearing right now is Chestnut by MAC. This is the OG. This is the GOAT for women of color. Chances are you've had this in your lifetime if you like makeup. And I will always wear this. I will always own this as long as they keep making it. So those are my MAC lip liners that I love. And the next lip liner set that I've worn all of 2019 are my Sephora collection, like gel lip liners. They're called Rouge Gel Lip Liners. I have the shade Rosewood, which this is the one that I used in the what I got for Christmas video where I did a Sephora and Ulta haul. So I used this lip liner, Hepburn Honey, and the Essence Clear Lip Gloss. I love this. And the next color I have is Molasses. This looks like, it's a little bit darker than Chestnut, but it's along those lines of Chestnut, and I really, really, really like it. And the reason why I like these, because they're better for on the go because I don't have to sharpen them. I love these. And the next color that I have is, I have Rosewood, Molasses, and Mesquite. And I wear these with all of my nudes and I love it. Oh, what I need in my collection that I don't have is a red lip liner. I'm probably going to do like Russian Red or Cherry and MAC. And I got to find one in this. And then I'll be set for liners. All right, guys, we are done. Yay! So those are all of my most used products of 2019. I could lie to you and say, oh, I'm done with them. I'm done. I'm not going to use them anymore. It's not true. It's not true. I'm still using all the stuff because, like I said, I have an abundance of makeup and I'm not going to keep buying stuff until I use the stuff that I already have. And I love all these things and they're not gone. So why buy more? Please comment down below what your favorite products were of 2019, what you're excited to try. If you have any suggestions for me, put them down in the comment section. Please like, thumbs up this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, hit the bell to be notified when I upload a video, and all right, bye guys.